Hi Linda and Jerry, this is part 4 and I'm just going to start where I left off last night. We were in the deep dark woods. Well, I assembled my materials and I started a roaring fire with one match and with only minimal help from Alan. I was very proud of myself and was almost feeling brave when, hey, where's Alan? I looked at the truck and he was inside. He left me alone, out here with my campfire and my vivid imagination. I just kept telling myself that grizzly bears and pumas are afraid of fire, so I was safe. At least I hoped they were afraid of fire. Alan came out with a foil dinner that we cooked in the coals. It was a veggie burger with onions, carrots, broccoli, red pepper, and canned potatoes. It was delicious. And we roasted our last veggie hot dog over the fire too. I felt like a real campfire girl. Later in August, we had a small family reunion in La Grande, Oregon, where all of Alan's siblings got together with some of their children and grandchildren. This was for your benefit, actually, because you were getting ready to leave. So I got to meet more of Alan's relatives, including his wonderful little sister, Lene, who I've heard so much about but never had the pleasure of meeting till then. I love all of Alan's family. They are all very kind and down to earth, and I am happy to be a part of this big, happy family. In September, we saw a bright meteorite streak through the sky at 7:15 p.m. Pacific time in Victorville, California. How thrilling! Alan sees meteorites all the time, but I usually have my nose buried in a book, so I miss them. But this time I got lucky. Excuse me. Also in September, we drove through the gorgeous Colorado River Canyon on I-70. It is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. I won't even attempt to describe it. It's something you have to see to really appreciate. This next part, Linda and Jerry, is about you, so I'm just going to read what I wrote. In October, Alan's sister Linda and her husband Jerry left for an 18-month mission for our church near Moscow, Russia. We miss them and are keeping in touch through email and by sending them videos so they don't forget what America is like. We have already found out that there is no cottage cheese or Jell-O in Russia. How horrible! Poor Linda and Jerry. Later in October, Alan and I celebrated our second wedding anniversary. We started our day by going to the Bismarck, North Dakota temple, and afterward, Alan took me to the Red Lobster for a feast. Excuse me. In November, Alan took me to a quaint restaurant called Loretta Lynn's Kitchen in Hurricane Mills, Tennessee, and we gorged ourselves on some good old down-home cooking. Everything was delicious, but the hush puppies were out of this world. Oh, bless you. Bless you, honey.
Keep rolling.
Maybe even better than the biscuits at Red Lobster. Later in the month, Alan took me to 4 corners, and I got to stand in 4 states at once. Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico. It was so much fun. On the day after Thanksgiving, as we were driving on Alan's favorite stretch of road, which is Highway 225 through the Owyhee River Canyon in northern Nevada near Mountain City, at 10 o'clock p.m., gotta stop right there. Stay tuned tomorrow for more of this exciting adventure. Bye, Linda and Jerry.
Stay tuned. You'll want to find out what we saw on Highway 225. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.